Welcome back. And this is what you're going to need to do the exercise, exploring Goethe's method for observing nature and being in the world in general. So the first thing, it's all very simple. There's nothing complicated about what you're going to need. There's not big preparation, but there is a little preparation. You're going to need some paper, okay, some paper, a pencil, and you're going to need a plant to observe, okay? Now, if you're in the countryside with a garden, this is very, very easy. Anything like that would be great, any of all that. Or if you're not with a garden, but at least in the countryside, you won't have any trouble, especially if it's right now is spring in the northern hemisphere. If you're in that part of the world at this time of year, then you'll have lots of lovely opportunities for plants to observe. So you just need a plant, a little something. Last year I was actually in the northern hemisphere in the spring, and I spent a very nice week in France, and I did this is actually a photograph from that trip, and I did one a day. I did this exercise once every day, and these are the ones I used, okay, over the week. So it doesn't have to be very big or complicated. In fact, it shouldn't be too complicated, otherwise it'll just take longer to observe it. But these are plenty good enough already. And if you're like me right now, I'm in Rio de Janeiro in an urban apartment, and I'm not near nature at all, unfortunately. You can use pot plants, okay, indoor plants. So anything like that would be great, okay, or a floor, or one on the floor. If you, just one word of, not warning or cautionary even, but just a suggestion. If you got these two plants, I would choose the left-hand one because, as you can see, this is very complex, right? And maybe for this exercise, if you're doing it for the first time especially, maybe that's better to choose something simple like those little grasses that I used in France. So that would be those are the first three things you need, okay? And that would be my recommendation for the plant, okay? The next thing is perhaps the most difficult to find, because you're going to have to find some time. Okay, some time which is quiet time, without the phone, with no computer, with no interruptions. And I know we're all in isolation now, and many people on top of each other. This may be the most difficult thing. That may be a big ask for people with small children and so forth. But you're going to need some time and some peace. Don't start it if you're not going to have it. Just wait until you can find that time. And how much time you're going to need? Well, that'll vary a lot between different people, but I suspect you'll need between 30 and 45 minutes to do the exercise, maybe an hour if you get involved, and maybe more. You never know. But I guess a lot less than half an hour. I shouldn't think you should be doing it less than half an hour. So that's the sort of time frame you're going to need, and I know that's a big ask for people, especially with people with small children. So those are the things you need: paper, pencil, a plant, some time, and a notepad and pen, some sort of place to write things down. That's my lovely Michael Chekhov school notebook. So you're going to need a notepad to make some notes. All right. So those are the things you're going to need. As I've said in the first, video, that the actual exercise starts on the next video. This is video number 2, and the next video is number 3. So 3 to 6. 4 videos you should do in one sitting, okay? That's the actual exercise itself, all right? And that's very, very important. So don't go on to the next video now unless you happen to have time and peace and quiet and can switch everything off. But do switch things off. Anyway, yeah. So, after you've worked, you've done your what I tell you in the next video. Once you finish that, you'll just stop and write notes about your experience. Just record what you did, okay? Don't write during the exercise. Do the exercise first, and then write notes at the end, okay? And then go on to the next video. Okay, so that's what you're going to do. You're going to watch a video, put the computer aside for a moment, do the work, write your notes, and then go on to the next video, do the work, write your notes, etc. Okay, so that's fairly easy. So once you've got all that, there's a little summary of what you're going to need: paper, pencil, a plant, And now it's peace and quiet, a notebook and pen. And so once you've got that and you're in a comfortable place with your plant, go ahead and click on the next video. All right, see you there.